I thank the gentleman for yielding. I rise in strong opposition to the Republican budget proposal. And as ranking member on the Transportation Committee, I just want to focus in a little bit on what they do to transportation. Now, we heard great promises from President Trump, $1 trillion of new investment. Nothing's come from the White House. Now, the first substantive action on transportation in this Congress is going to be the Republicans in the House of Representatives cutting transportation funding by $254 billion. That's right. No $1 trillion of new spending. We're going to spend $254 billion less. They're going to isolate rural America. They're going to eliminate all long route trains, isolating rural America. They're going to lose essential air service in rural America. And, oh, by the way, the Republicans want to toll your interstate. So if you live in rural America, you can get in your car to go somewhere, but now you're going to have to pay to use the highway you already paid for. Now, secondly, it eliminates critical funding for our urban areas, the economic engines of this country, eliminates Tiger grants for freight and multimodal projects, eliminates new investment in transit, New START projects, eliminates all investments in high-speed rail, and eliminates specific funding for bicycle and pedestrian projects. The Republicans just hate bicycles. So it also goes on, and this is totally amazing. Seriously? Seriously? You're going to cut funding for the Federal Emergency Management Agency? Haven't you been watching television? And I think they're already out of money in a deficit. You're going to cut funding. Oh, okay, because we want to do away with the programs that might mitigate the disaster of future floods or hurricanes. Oh, and you're going to cut grants for firefighters. Oh, then that's not enough. We're going to roll back Davis-Bacon protections for people who work on federally funded projects. We're going to roll back Buy America. Really? So buy Chinese in the Republican budget. Buy Chinese. And they want to devolve the obligation to fund federal highways to the states. Now, got news for you guys. We tried that. This is
an additional minute.
I thank the gentleman.
Gentleman has another minute.
This is Kansas and Oklahoma. Kansas, before we had the Eisenhower, by the way, a Republican national highway program, they built their turnpike. Oklahoma said they'd build theirs. They didn't. They're out of money. They didn't build it until they got an 80% federal match. So let's go back to the good old days. We're going to devolve the obligations of putting together a 21st century transportation system in this country, knitting our country together, getting rid of congestion, moving people and goods more efficiently. Oh, but we're going to do it on a state-by-state basis. You know, that's nuts. I just can't believe this. And then, there's another little trick. The chairman of my committee wants to privatize the airspace in the United States and reduce the ticket tax, which pays for air traffic control. And that would be a $10 billion windfall to the airline industry because they'll raise prices. Oh, and then they're going to charge you a head fee to get on the plane. And even better, it creates $100 billion of new deficit. So this nifty little thing here contains a reserve fund of $100 billion to try and make up for the fact and hide the fact that they're cutting $100 billion of taxes that pay for the current system. How are you going to pay for the next system? The airlines will determine that, not Congress.